So the title of this video is Why New Car Salesmen Don't Make It. See, in the automotive industry, you'll see that in a lot of dealerships, there's a huge turnaround. People come in, people go. You see this happening all the time. But then a lot of the top guys, they stay there forever. A lot of people, when they start getting really good in the automotive industry, they never leave. They always stay there. You see guys that have been there for 15, 20 years who've actually built a lot of wealth, who are about to retire, who are actually in semi-retirement. They just go to work for a couple hours. They literally just show up to work just to have fun. But then there's a lot of guys who don't end up making it, who have these big hopes, these big dreams. They want to make 10, 15, $20,000 a month. But it's just kind of like crash and burn. They enter the automotive industry and they end up literally leaving it as fast as they entered. Some don't even last a week. Why is that? You've seen the guys around you when you go into a car dealership. Some of them, a lot of them who are the top sales guys, they might not be the brightest. There's nothing special about them. They're just regular guys. They're not like Andy Elliott. You don't see a bunch of Andy Elliott's just walking around. Yet, why are they succeeding? Why are they making $10,000, $15,000 paychecks? I'm not talking about five. Like if you can't make around $4,000 or $5,000 in the automotive industry, it's the only number one reason is it's absolutely you. It's absolutely you. You are literally just being a pussy and you're not working your ass off. You can literally, with work ethic alone, with no skill whatsoever, you can make a $5,000 income. If you can't even get to that with work ethic alone, then there are deeper issues that are going on. But why do you see so many guys who enter the automotive industry, why do they leave? The number one reason why I believe that a lot of people, they enter and they exit is because of the expectations. They expect to make this income and they don't expect to do the work. When they actually realize the work that is required to make a $10,000, $15,000 income, they just don't put in the work. They're lazy. So these new car salesmen, they have these expectations. They're going to make this $10,000, $15,000 income, but you don't want to make 20 to 50 calls a day. You don't want to be aggressive. You don't want to post all of your cars on Facebook Marketplace. You don't want to, be the first one there and the last one to leave. At the beginning, this is what's required out of you. You think you're just going to work this job just like a regular 9-to-5 job and get paid $10,000 to $15,000 a month? You want to work like an employee? You're going to get paid like most employees do. You're going to get paid the average income in Canada or the United States, which is around $55,000. If you want to work like an average employee, you're going to get paid like an average employee. The expectation that a lot of guys have, they think it's going to be easy. They think that clients are just going to walk on their lap. They think they're going to make $2,000, $3,000 commissions on each car that they sell. Very rarely are you going to make a $2,000, $3,000 commission on one car. On average, you'll probably make around $400 to $600. Okay, on top of that, you'll get a little bit of spiffs. That's called like maximizing your sale, which I teach my students. But even if you don't do that, on average, you'll make around $400 to $600. But you have these false expectations that the road to being $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 car salesman is going to be easy. Ask any real estate agent that has got involved in real estate what it took in the first 2 years to just get it going. They went and literally knocked on doors of strangers to try to get business. Yet you sit in the dealership and you think clients are just going to fall on your lap. So the expectations are just wild. So for you guys who are just getting started in the automotive industry, or you've been in there for a couple months, I'll tell you what, it's going to be hard. It's going to take more effort than what you probably think it is. It's going to acquire you. It's going to ask you to become a better version of yourself. It's going to ask of you to become a completely different person, different mentality, different vices, no more drinking, no more smoking weed, no more doing any of the shit, having a clear mindset, working on your health, making sure you're eating good food so your energy stays up. Like, being in the automotive industry is no different than you being an athlete. You get paid on commission. Whatever you kill, that's what you get to eat. That's how it works. And when you're on the sales floor, it's a jungle out there. Everybody is literally out for themselves because they got to feed their families as well. So you got to understand the expectations. You got to make sure that you set those right. It's going to be hard. It's going to take a lot more out of you than you thought it was going to. It's going to require you to become a completely different person. The second thing I see why most car salesmen fail is the type of mentality that they have around training. You know, and I can see why this would happen. Most car salesmen get involved in car sales because they're broke. They can't get a job anywhere else most of the time. They don't want to go to school, and they see that this is their only way out. Okay? When you see a winner with a winning mentality get involved in the automotive industry, you see that they absolutely start crushing it. The one thing that separates broke people, broke car salesmen, from the ones that are actually doing very, very well is that they invest in themselves, they invest in training. A lot of the guys that are broke, they just have this limiting belief, oh, why would I invest in myself? I can just go learn everything online. If you could learn everything online without paying for it for free, then why aren't you successful now? There's a reason why you're broke. There's a reason why you're not making money. It's not because of the dealership. It's not because of the hand that you were dealt. It's not because of your life. It's not because of your mom or your dad or your friends. The reason why you're broke is because you have a broke mentality. You're literally not willing to invest in yourself. You'll go out and party. You'll go out and invest in drinks. You'll go out and binge watch Netflix. You pay for Netflix every single month and Amazon Prime, but how much has your life improved? The reason why you don't invest in training is because you don't believe in yourself. That's the number one reason why. And it blows my mind when people, they expect to make a $10,000, $15,000 income, but they don't want to invest in skills. They don't want to learn the right words. They don't want to learn the right habits. They don't want to get a mentor. They don't want to invest in some sort of training. They don't want to set aside half an hour or an hour a day to improve and master their craft. If you don't want to master your craft, why would you ever expect to change your life? Why would you ever expect to make $10,000, $15,000 a month? If you don't want to develop good habits, if you don't want to stop doing the degenerate activities that everybody else is doing, if you don't want to be different than everybody else is, then why would you expect different results than what everybody else is getting? If you want different results than everybody else, you have to be different. You can't think like your friends and family around you. That's what got you into the situation that you're in right now. That's why you're probably in car sales to begin with. And that's why I see so many car salesmen leave, is because it's not car sales. Car sales is not the reason why you're quitting. It's because of your broke mentality that you're quitting. And the third reason, when we dive into that mentality, why most guys end up quitting is because there's a difference. There's two types of mindsets when you enter the automotive industry. There's an employee mindset and there's a business owner mindset. Most people have an employee mindset. They always think, what can the dealership do for me? How many leads can they generate for me? Why am I not getting enough walk-ins? Why am I not getting trained? It's not, I'm telling you right now, if you're entering the automotive industry, it is not the dealership's, you got to have this type of mentality. It's not the dealership's responsibility to train you. You're an entrepreneur. You are actually a business owner. Business owners, they train themselves. They develop the skills. They go out and acquire the skills that they need to be successful in their business. But the reason why a lot of you fail is because you have this employee mentality. You have this type of mentality where everything should be given to you and handed to you, and you shouldn't have to work for anything. You just clock in and clock out, and the results should just, you don't get paid per hour. You get paid per sale that you generate for the dealership. But the guys that are really successful, they have a business owner mentality. They act like a business owner. They're the ones, they pretend like they're the ones who are opening the doors to the dealership. They treat the dealership like it's their own. And they look at the dealership and they say, I wonder how I can go sell more cars today. I wonder what skills that I need to be able to improve my closing ratio. I wonder what skills that I need to overcome objections. I wonder what skills that I need to generate more leads for myself. Well, I don't know the answers. Maybe I should go out there and acquire these skills. It seems like it's pretty fucking common sense, but this is the reason why so many guys fail. Now, if you're interested, I did make an absolutely free training. It's about 35 minutes long on the difference between employee mindset and a business owner mindset, which will absolutely help all of you. I believe it'll truly help all of you guys develop that mentality that you need to be absolutely successful in this business. If you want that free training, make sure you just DM me on Instagram, the word free, and I'll send over that training to you right away. But at the end of the day, the number one reason why you're not successful in this industry is because of you, nobody else. Do not blame anybody else. A guy like me made it because I literally had to change my mindset. I literally had to stop blaming everybody around me. Stop blaming the prime minister, the president, the dealership that I work at, my managers. I had to start looking inwards. And when I got better, when I started leveling up, all of a sudden I started getting more opportunities. All of a sudden I started getting more leads. All of a sudden I started selling more cars. All of a sudden I started traveling nicer places. All of a sudden my family life got even better. So for you to change, for things to change, you need to change. If you're getting involved in this industry, do not take this for granted. It can absolutely change your life. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.